Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Lethal Lockdown match. Your referee is Earl Hebner. In this match, there will be 2 teams with 4 members each. 1 competitor from each team will compete for an initial period of 5 minutes. Per the coin flip earlier tonight, the first 5-minute period after, the rest of the competitors will enter at 2-minute intervals. Only when all 8 men are in the 6 sides of steel and the roof of the cage lowers can Lethal Lockdown begin. During Lethal Lockdown, the first man to score a pinfall or submission will claim victory for their team. And introducing, representing Team Jarrett, accompanied to the ring by Gail, Kim, and Jackie. He is one half of the NWA World Tag Team Champions, Wildcat Chris Harris.
Well, we now know who's going to kick it off for Team Jarrett. It's the Wildcat Chris Harris. Right here in the face of Don West. DW, don't get perturbed. Stay on focus.
Scares the heck out of me every time he comes out here.
It's going to be the Wildcat Chris Harris to start it off for Team Jarrett. Jarrett's Army in the opening 5 minutes. Who's Sting going to send out to counter Chris Harris? Gail, Kim, and Jackie, you know they're going to have problems.
One thing about it, they're going to have to be on the outside of this cage.
Gail Kim just loves to boss Jackie around, make her subservient. Who's going to be the opponent in the initial 5 minutes for Chris Harris? Let's find out now.
And the first representative of Sting's Warriors from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AXS.
Think about this, Mike. These 2 guys are going to be inside this cage longer than anybody in this match. They've got to face off with each other for 5 minutes. And then at 2-minute intervals, they'll be sending other wrestlers. The bottom line is, though, that Team Jarrett won the coin toss. So at all times, they're going to have a 2-on-1 advantage. When they get their man sent in, AJ Styles is going to have a tough task because he can't be pinned until the ceiling's down, but he can sure be beaten before that ceiling's lowered.
I love the pre-match comments from the phenomenal AJ Styles in regards to Sting and his teammates. You know, he said Sting has that kind of power, that kind of clout, that he could pick anybody. He could choose anyone to join him in the Lethal Lockdown. You know that AJ, Ron the Truth Killings, the War Machine Rhino, the last thing that they want to do is let down Sting.
Oh, you're right. I mean, think about that. That'd be like Larry Bird coaching in a basketball game. You know what I mean? You don't want to let him down. He's such a legend. He's such an icon. And I look at that team that Sting has picked, and it's full of champions, full of guys that have held multiple different kinds of belts, and they're going to have to really work together. The only thing that alarms me is somebody with the agility of the phenomenal AJ Styles. What will this cage do to him? Will it ground him? Will it keep him, you know, not able to do the things that we see him do so well?
Well, you're right. Will it limit the incredible high-risk offense of the phenomenal AJ Styles? I don't know, Don. We've seen AJ in the past inside 6 sides of steel, and the way that he can improvise and improv during a match, it's almost as if he can adapt to the circumstances here, and he can use the steel cage to the advantage. You see the clock, bottom right-hand corner of your screen as we near 4 minutes in this opening 5-minute segment.
You don't win the Triple Crown in TNA without being able to improvise. This guy's held every single belt more than once that TNA has. Oh, what a drop kick! AJ Styles just cleaned him, and you can see that look on his face. Oh, he wants to perform for Sting so well.
That Triple Crown, that statement can be made about just one man, AJ Styles. NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Tag Team Champion, X Division title holder as well. And he's taking the offense to the Wildcat now. Going to take him face first and send him right into the steel cage, and then those right hands.
And he's held each of those titles at least twice. Wow. Oh, man, but think about the power. This is somebody that's held a lot of belts himself. Wildcat Chris Harris, no stranger to gold. I mean, the most decorated tag team in TNA history. This man's one member of it.
And looking to exploit the physical advantage that he has here. Picked up Styles, rammed him back first into the side of the cage, and now has him, and just tossed him again right up against the 6 sides of steel.
Each of these guys know that their job is to wear down these other guys so that when the cage comes down, you have an advantage. And it is going to be very important, especially for the team that will have a man advantage, every other man coming out, and that'll be Team Jarrett, that they use that man advantage so that when the ceiling does drop and the weapons will come, they're in much better shape. And AJ Styles able to counter.
Drop toe hold by Styles, goes airborne and drops the knee right across the back and the back of the head of the Wildcat, Chris Harris. Just made a huge point. That pre-match coin flip, the coin toss. You heard Larry Zbyszko from the championship committee. He talked about it earlier. It was won by Team Jarrett, Jarrett's Army, and as a result, throughout this match, you will see where the numbers game will be impacting the match severely, and it's going to be to the advantage in many instances of Team Jarrett as Gail Kim looks on from ringside. Harris, Styles up to the top. Harris with punches. Styles with a series of kicks to the side of the leg, getting the better of the Wildcat.
That's how you bring somebody down right there. Kick that leg, make him drop off that rope. And look, he's got Wildcat caught in between the cage and the rope. That's where he wants him right here. This is his chance to take advantage because it's going to take him a little bit of time to get out of that.
We saw that earlier with Christian Cage. We saw him in that no man's land position.
Oh!
What we talked about earlier with AJ, he will find a way to use the 6 sides of steel to his advantage. He's going to go at him again and just smashed him, just squashed him right up against the cage.
Oh, he knows he's got Wildcat, and he also knows that he's going to be at a man disadvantage in a minute.
Great
so
point.
he wants to make sure that he's got Wildcat subdued, so that for the 2 minutes he has to face the next opponent, it's 1-on-1 and not 2-on-1.
Maybe the most important aspect of the early going of this matchup is just that. Wear down Chris Harris, so that when the next member of Jarrett's Army sent out for the 2-on-1
There is 1 minute left in the initial 5-minute period. 1 minute.
We are under 1 minute to find out who is going to join this matchup next. Who's going to enter lethal lockdown from Jarrett's Army? Styles going to try and shoot him off and does. Back first into the corner. Here comes AJ.
Oh, AJ has got the momentum, he's got the advantage, and I just want to reiterate to those that are watching, even when it is look at the strength. Oh, catatonic! Oh, he hits the catatonic! He nails the catatonic, and that'll stop your momentum in a hurry.
The blood flowing from the head of the Wildcat, Chris Harris, but still able to dig down deep. His patented finishing move, the catatonic, but there's nothing to finish at this point in the match. Only when all 8 men are inside the cage, and only when that cage roof lowers. Referee Hebner down for the pin, but that has no impact. There's the Styles clash by AJ as the final seconds tick off.
3, 2,
You can count all you want, but it's not going to impact the match.
representing Jarrett's Army, Cowboy Jarrett Storm.
And here comes the other half of America's Most Wanted. Got that beer bottle in hand, Gail Kim, to greet the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, as he comes down the ramp. Think of the advantage now that Team Jarrett has. Certainly the numbers game, 2-on-1, but at the same time, you've got a team that's worked together for years. You've got America's Most Wanted, Harrison, Storm against AJ. Great move by AJ. Oh, to drop kick the door. The gate swung wide open. Storm, he didn't get hit, but Gail Kim got knocked down. God.
And what a shot she took right there. Man, oh man. It's brutal, and you can see the advantage right here that AMW has on them. Oh.
Hey, Storm, the fresh man. I mean, the other two had just battled for 5 minutes, and Storm comes right into the ring and takes AJ and flings him right into the side of the cage. Storm's got him up.
Looking for a little. Goes at the eye of the Storm, and he hits it dead on. You can see just pounding him on the back. Now, this is so important right now for Team Jarrett, because if you take somebody as valuable as AJ Styles out of this matchup, it really makes a difference. And look at him just raking that face across the steel cage right there.
Chris Harris, he's been opened up, and now the phenomenal AJ Styles bleeding from the head as well. It's just no way you can avoid it when it's kind of a battleground. Lethal lockdown inside the 6 sides of steel, and AJ fighting back courageously.
Doing everything that he can right there to somehow hold on till he gets another man to help him. And look at the teamwork that AMW does so well. Oh, man, AJ just got a wicked shot to the mat.
Clock winding down under 15 seconds until the next member of Sting's Warriors will join AJ and even it up at 2-2.
Who's it gonna be?
Let's find out now.
Representing Sting's Warriors, Rhino!
Well, you can see Rhino didn't waste 1 second. He knew he had to get in there because his partner AJ is down on that mat and took a beating. And Rhino, the War Machine, just coming in like a house of fire and tearing it up inside the cage.
We're even up now at 2 versus 2. 2 members of Jarrett's team, 2 members of Sting's team, and yeah, the War Machine, Rhino, taking it to both members of AMW. Harris up, spinebuster down.
What a wicked spinebuster. And it's so important for Rhino to take advantage of the situation that he's fresh and they're not. He's got 2 minutes in which to cause massive destruction, and he's got to do it. He's not going to get any help from AJ right now.
Gonna go for the gore.
Oh, he's setting it up. Oh, but he misses as Storm able to get out of the way and throws him into that cage.
Tennessee Cowboy James Storm able to sidestep the attempt at the gore from the War Machine Rhino, and he just crashed right into the side of the cage. Harris, oh man, vicious, lethal lariat. What a clothesline knockdown Styles. That'll take your breath away.
Oh man, you can see how busted open AJ Styles is. Oh, and what combination there as Storm throws Wildcat into Rhino, and he takes that boot right into the face, right into the cage.
And as we go under 40 seconds until the next man joins this lethal lockdown matchup, the advantage is to AMW here. The advantage is to Team Jarrett, and in less than 30 seconds, they're going to have the numbers game as well, because it'll be 3-on-2 for Jarrett's Army.
And it looks like everything that they're wanting to do is working, and I'm telling you, we talked about how dangerous this cage is because there is no give on it. Look at this, it looks like even James Storm is busted open from the shot he took.
9.
Everybody that hits that cage, it acts like a, like I said, a cheese grater from that spin. Oh, he hits the Pele on top of Storm.
The next participant, representing...
Well, you can see it was Jeff Jarrett coming down, and Rhino wasn't even going to let him get in. Now this thing is broken outside of the cages. They went right after the champ, the former champion, and busted it right there to the king of the mountain, getting one shot after the other from the War Machine and the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Rhino and Styles, repeated shots to the head of Jarrett. They've got him right here against the broadcast table. And now they're going to toss him right inside the cage. Talk about taking it to your opposition. It's exactly what Rhino and AJ just did to Jarrett.
Well, that's exactly what you have to do, but once they got inside the cage there, Jarrett able to get the momentum back, get to his feet. And a lot of that has to do that he's just a fresher man in this situation, but I do like the way that AJ Styles and Rhino came right after him.
Really, if you think about it, the perfect counter to the numbers game. You wear down AMW, you broke through the cage door, you take it right to Jarrett on the ramp, and it works for the first minute. But now the 3-on-2, and Jarrett's Army back in charge.
You know, it's almost like they had that plan waiting right there. As soon as that cage was open to let somebody in, they were flying out of there to go after him. But again, it's now, like you said, 3-on-2 for the next 38 seconds.
And again, keep in mind, until all 4 members of both teams are inside the cage, and only at that point does lethal lockdown begin. And at that point, you win by pinfall or submission. Jarrett has really turned this in the favor of his team, the 3-on-2, and the king of the mountain, the fresh man, and it's all Jarrett's Army.
Numbers game has worked out to their advantage. So important right here for Sting's Warriors to somehow get things status quo.
Who's going to even it up 3-3? Let's find out now.
Representing Sting's Warriors, Ron the Truth Kelly.
Wise choices as partners by Sting. All 3 men, Don, they've been to the top. NWA World Heavyweight Champions, all 3. And this is the freshest of the men, Ron the Truth Killings, unloading with right hand.
And he knows he's got to come in there on fire. He knows he's got 2 minutes to do a lot of damage because then he's going to be outnumbered. And that's exactly what the Truth is doing. Just going after him, using his athleticism, setting him up, and taking him down. Nice kick right there.
Sensational float over, then the splits, and you're right. Then the leg lariat drops him, and Ron, the Truth killing. Oh, didn't see the Wildcat from behind. Harris caught him, gonna elevate him up. Killing fights it off.
Strength right there, but oh, man, he busted him one right in the jaw. That's how you do that. Ron the Truth, this is great right here. As he's getting it set up, because we know Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner's coming out next, and I wouldn't want to be inside a ring with him for 2 minutes. Wait a minute, phenomenal AJ Styles going up top.
Where's AJ going? To the top of the cage, 45 seconds. We know it's Scott Steiner. Just by means of deduction, it's the last member of Jarrett's army. He's gonna be the fourth man.
Obviously, he was going up there to get him some kind of like maybe a frog splash or something, but you can see Storm, you can see
Jarrett,
Jarrett.
look out for Rhino and the Truth underneath.
Oh, they're all going over there.
No! AJ trying to hang on to the cage. Up from underneath the Wildcat, Tower of Doom.
Look at this! Oh no! Oh, what a shot! They tumble down, and AJ gets the brunt of it for being the man up top. Oh man! Oh man, AJ, it was high risk.
4, 3, 2,
God,
1.
what a bad landing that was for Styles.
And the final member of Jarrett's army, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Oh God, here comes Scott Steiner. You know, we've seen this hired assassin, Don, on several occasions attack people because Jarrett sent him out there. But this is his in-ring debut for TNA, and he goes, oh man, belly to belly, overhead release suplex on the War Machine Rhino. They're
Oh, he gets flogged. AJ like a stack of potatoes and thinking the advantage after the Tower of Doom. He had all the guys laying down, and he's able to just come in there and clean house. And man, is he cleaning house.
Oh, bodies being tossed all over the ring by Big Papa Pump, elevated up. God, he just flung him right against the side of the cage. That was AJ he just tossed.
I mean, he has just come in there using his strength with those gigantic arms, and just one after another, and this is the perfect game plan. Have these guys so that when Steen comes out here, he won't have much help. And oh, took him from the top of the rope. Oh, man, was that wicked.
The largest arms and the shortest fuse in professional wrestling. Big Papa Pump, the big booty daddy, Scott Steiner, has just turned this thing totally in the control of Jarrett's army. And we know, Don, we're 30 seconds away from you-know-who.
Oh, Sting can't get out here fast enough, because it has become a total beatdown at this situation. Look how busted open the War Machine is. Everybody, it seems, is just tore up in there as Jarrett's army is taking it to town. Oh, man, AJ, what more can he have in him?
Think of the punishment that AJ Styles has gone through,
10,
Don.
9,
We're 9 seconds away from
7,
Sting
6,
to even it up
5,
and drop down the
4,
roof.
3, 2, 1.
And here he is.
This is Sting.
I hope he can get in there in time, because he's got a lot of work to do.
Open up that door and turn him loose. Here comes Sting.
You can see everybody waiting on him, but Sting comes in, just throwing the legs, throwing the arms, anything to create a little bit of space.
Steiner dropped. Attention turned to Jarrett, king of the mountain, face first into the steel.
Oh, he's just putting them all inside the cage. One right after another against it. Oh, man, as you can see, the Cowboy takes a shot right there.
Now, Sting and Steiner, and he just dropped him with the big right hand. There goes AMW, stacked up in the corner. Sting up, inverted atomic drop for Scott Steiner.
Here any second, the ceiling is going to lower.
That's the key. Sting stacking them all up in the corner. All 4 members of Jarrett's army stacked in the corner.
And here he goes.
Look out!
Oh, man, the Stinger splashes. Oh, 4 of them.
4-man Stinger splash. Hit him again, Stinger.
And they all go tumbling down.
Bring it down. Here we go. We're going to bring down the roof. The weapons hanging from the top of this incredible structure.
And now it is official. It's lethal lockdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the lethal lockdown begin!
Here we go. All 8 men inside the cage. The roof is dropped. The weapons are now in play. And it is first pinfall, first submission to win this match.
And it's going to get brutal. It's going to get bloody. It's going to get barbaric. As anything that they can get a hold of. And I don't know if you've seen everything that's on there. There's bats, guitars, handcuffs, chairs, garbage can lids. Even there's tables up on top there. There's a ladder you can
How about
see.
the baseball bat that Sting has? Truth off the top, and the top of that trash can just I think right into the head of Chris Harris.
And you can see these guys inside this cage, locked in. And wait a minute, what in the world?
What's going on up here?
That's James Storm. There is one little area of space where you can wiggle out of.
And it looks like AJ Styles and James Storm are both headed to the...
What on earth are they doing?
What the hell are they doing? They're on top of the roof!
This is absolutely absurd.
No!
I'll tell you what, they'll find room to do anything.
Styles and Storm battling up on top of the cage. My God, they must be, what would you say, Don?
Oh, they're, what, 30
plus
30
feet
plus
easily
feet.
above the floor.
I mean, there's just one little opening that you can get through, and these 2 guys have done it.
You see Gail Kim. What the heck? What?
What is going on? What in the world is she trying to do?
Gail Kim up to the top of the cage.
AJ's got his...
I think he's got his finger right on her fingers.
Right in, look at this. Oh, man. You gotta like that. That's Jackie. Deep pantser right there.
Super kick by Storm. Oh, my God. He caught him with the super kick. And Styles fortunately landed up on top of the roof.
He was so close to falling off of that into the crowd. Wait a minute. Storm is setting up a table that's set up there.
You're right. James Storm, representing Jarrett's Army, going to put a table in place up on top of this, on the roof of this cage? Can you even do that?
Oh, this is absolutely insane.
No.
As the rest of the guys inside, they're also looking up, I think, trying to figure out what's going on. And there you see Sting. Oh, man, and think about the jarring that it does.
Styles, out of nowhere, did he catch him with the Pele?
He caught him right up there on top of the cage with it and landed him on top of the table.
He kicked him right in the head.
See Jarrett grabbing a guitar right there from the top. Is this just mayhem at this point?
It's what this is all about. But look at this, Sting's got a guitar.
They both got him. He's looking at him right with it. You think how many times he want to smash his head with a guitar.
Face to face, Sting and Jarrett, both with the weapons, both with the guitars in their hand. Uh-oh, Sting's picked up the baseball bat.
Oh, he busted, you knew. Hit guitar versus bat, guitar loses. Every time.
Oh, get him, get him. Wrap that guitar right around his neck. Give him a guitar necktie right now.
Oh, low blow right there by Steiner, and it comes in just in time.
Boy, if there's ever been a match where you do
Wait a minute.
No.
Looking at the top up there.
What the hell is AJ thinking?
He's got him a ladder. He's trying to set it up.
No.
What on earth?
AJ, you gotta have second thoughts about this.
I mean, that would put him about 50
God.
feet above the ground.
No.
No way.
I mean, can the roof even hold that
I
ladder?
don't even know. This is absolutely absurd.
AJ, no.
This is absurd.
No, AJ, get down. What?
No way can this happen.
He's on the
look at
truss.
that.
He's on the steel structure.
This
He's on
is
the truss.
crazy.
He must be 50 feet above the roof.
Crazy. And he smashes him through the table.
My God.
That was the craziest, most insane thing I've ever seen.
It's unfreaking believable.
It is unreal. He climbed up the ladder, got to the highest point,
We got to take another look at this.
Look at this.
He climbed up the ladder. He hung from the steel support from the truss. And look at this. He crashed right down through the table.
They're both wiped out after that, and now all the action's going inside. This crowd appreciates it, but I don't believe we just saw it.
Action. Focus now. Back inside the ring. Truth cover. 2. No. Jarrett for the save at 2.
Just in time, he was able to. Mike, have you ever seen anybody
No.
that high up from the floor in your history of doing this?
Never. Look out. Stroke.
Right into the chair.
Jarrett, the king of the mountain, just hit the stroke, but Rhino just scored him. Rhino
He
just
scored
scored
him.
Jarrett. Oh, Big Papa Pump.
Oh, man, he suplexes them back behind him, and this is just, it's become a battle, and they're just beating everybody with everything they can find.
Steiner recliner. Submission hold applied on Rhino. If Rhino taps out, Jarrett's Army wins it. Sting.
Oh, just in time, Sting's able to hit it.
Scorpion death drop on Big Papa Pump, but he doesn't see Harris. He never saw him, and Harris decked him.
Oh, he had the handcuffs in his hand. Think about it, it's like brass knuckles. He just caught Sting square in the face and then plants him down.
Bodies just laid out everywhere. I mean, Chris Harris is the only man standing at this point. Look at this. He's going to lock on them. Oh, look at this. He's going to try and beat Sting with his own move. He's got it applied. The Scorpion's hook man.
Sting's trying to get to the ropes. Anything he can do to break it. You can see the pain on his face. He's fighting for everything he's got. Is he going to tap out?
Pinfall or submission to win it. Sting's got to fight through the pain. He can't tap.
He grabbed his ankle. What a move. What a counter.
He's got him in it. Scorpion. Scorpion.
He's got him held up. Can he do it? You can see.
He tapped. He tapped. He tapped.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, AJ Styles, Rhino, Run the Truth Killings, and Sting, Sting's Warriors!
They did it! He was able to counter and get the win!
We'll see you this Thursday on Impact. Don't miss TNA's Sacrifice pay-per-view in May. Sting's Warriors have done it in lockdown.